Star Ocean: The Last Hope International Edition. Now, I had this, I don't know what it is, but I have sort of a link with this game, okay? Because I bought it on 360, and then I bought it on PS3. I bought neither of them at full price, but the 360 game, it's got... Okay, the biggest difference between this and the 360 is the voice acting, because this has Japanese voice acting. And the 360's voice acting is so bad, alright? And I really, really hate to be the type of person to say I couldn't play a game because of the voice acting, but it's true, it was so terrible. And here's the thing though, the Japanese voice acting doesn't make it any different. There's this really annoying character with wings, you know? Some of you who've played the game will know what I'm talking about. She sounds so fucking annoying, and she's got that annoying speech pattern. I'm not saying any actual dialogue, but here's the thing. It's the exact same in this game. She's got the same voice pattern, even though she's talking in Japanese, so yeah. It didn't do that much of a great thing for me, but I was still compelled to beat it after this one. And yeah, Star Ocean is a very good RPG, I gotta be honest. The gameplay is like... perfect. Fantastic combat system. Loads of side quests to do. There's just hundreds of stuff to do. Graphics are really good as well. So yeah, I feel really bad that I let the voice acting get in the way of me, but yeah, if you're an RPG fan, do pick this up. The story is fucking shit as well, though, I gotta be honest about that. The story is very, very bad. Sorry. Okay, since we're talking about that, I'll bring this up now. Resonance of Fate. This is also made by Tri-Ace. Tri-Ace also made Star Ocean. Tri-Ace also made a 360 game called Infinite Undiscovery, which I've got in the 360 pile, but we'll talk about that in the 360 video. Now, Resonance of Fate, this is one of my favourite games this year. It's sort of a strategy RPG that is like... it's really addicting, and I've spent hours, 60 plus hours on this game. Now, the thing about it is, I remember wanting to pick it up, but it's published by Sega, not Square Enix, funnily enough, because this was the first thing. And I'm thinking, oh god, I better... But, you see, the thing about Sega is they like to include Japanese dubs on their games, for the most part. And I was like, oh yes, good one Sega, because the voice acting is going to be terrible. But funnily enough, the English voice acting is superb. It's really, really good. I was genuinely shocked. And again, I don't want to base my opinion too much on voice acting, but yeah, it was a really nice, pleasant surprise. And the game, like I said, the gameplay is awesome. The story, while not as bad as Star Ocean 4, doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. You're not going to play this game for the story. But yeah, seriously, one of my favourite games this year, hands down. I didn't want to get to this game. Valkyria Chronicles. Now, I've sort of elaborated on this in the past, but I'm going to say it now. This is a great game. It is one of the best games this generation, in fact. It really is a fantastic strategy RPG set in a fictional World War II world. And it's made by Sega, my favourite game development company that actually struggles to make something of good quality in this day and age. So when Sega makes something this good, I should be very happy, right? Well, I'm not, because it's got cameos from Ica and Vice from Skies of Arcadia as well. Only more reason for me to love it, but I can't get into this game, okay? I've given it 2 chances. I've tried to love it. I truly have, okay? And I really, really want to like this game, but I can't, okay? And it is seriously not bad. Everyone I've spoken to, everyone who's played this game, has told me that they love it. But not me! Not the biggest Sega fan in the history of the planet! Why can't he get into this game? What? Oh, seriously, I feel totally gutted that I can't love this game, but... yeah... I've got the sequel ordered, right? I'm going to support good games by Sega, that's for sure, but yeah. I do recommend that game, you know, you've got to give it a try, because it is good. It's just that I couldn't get into it, and I hate myself for it. So yeah. Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Surprisingly, a very good game. I was only going to pick this up because Ryo from Shenmue was making an appearance in it, and I went all fanboyish, you know. But yeah, tailoring back to my Sega fanboyism. Lots of great fan service in this game, like, they got a lot of good obscure characters in here that I really appreciated seeing. And yeah, just an all-round really fun racing game. Better than Mario Kart Wii in my opinion. So yeah, awesome. Right, on with the rest of this pile here. Darksiders. Now, this is kind of a hard game for me to comment on. In fact, I'm too lazy to comment on it. All I'm going to say is I do like this game. I liked the puzzles in the game, you know, because you don't see enough games these days with, like, 3D puzzles, okay? And that's something I really appreciated. It is kind of a Zelda knockoff, I know, but it's still really fun, so, yeah. Darksiders, awesome. I could go on about that game for ages, but I'm trying to keep this short, so yeah. Right. Another series here. God of War Collection and God of War 3. Now, I didn't get around to playing God of War till around the beginning of this year when I picked up Chains of Olympus. And I immediately wanted to try out, you know, the first two games, which, the thing is, I knew there was the God of War Collection out in America. It wasn't out here at the time, and there wasn't really any announcement that it was going to. This is actually an American copy. Got that M for mature there. So yeah, I played it, and I really liked the two God of War games. They were friggin' awesome. And God of War 3 was just fucking epic, you know? So I'm a very big fan of this series now, seriously. And I can't wait for God of War Ghost of Sparta for the PSP. I've got that pre-ordered. Right. Demon's Souls, the Black Phantom Edition. This game took forever to come out in Europe. It was out in America for about 6 months, and it took forever to come out over here. This Black Phantom Edition comes with a strategy guide, an art book, and a soundtrack CD. And I gotta be honest, I can't get into this game. Is it because it's too hard and it's kicking my ass? Yeah, pretty much. But I knew I was interested enough to want to try it, so I bought it day one when it came out over here. And I don't regret it. It is a nice thing to have. Maybe I'll give it another try one day, but yeah, the frustration it puts you through, like when you die you lose a bunch of stuff and all that. It's a bit of a big hefty price to pay, and doesn't, yeah, okay. We'll stop talking about that game now. Tekken 6, a perfect example of my relationship with fighting games. Only played a couple of rounds with this with a friend, never played it since. I suck. Okay. Folklore, definitely one of the most underrated games on the PlayStation 3. It's just got a really, really good story, the graphics and everything. It's one of those games you just will remember with fond memories for the rest of your life, you know? The gameplay's good too, it really is. Yeah. Buy this, try it out. You can get this super cheap now as well. I know Tezchi really, really loves this game, and yeah, so do I in fact, so yeah. Definitely pick it up. Heavy Rain. I love this game. I'm a big fan of Quantic Dream, the company. And this game, I waited years for it, and it is exactly what I expected, you know. Interactive drama, great use of quick-time events and all that, and great story. So, yeah, I do like this game. Yakuza 3, you all know I'm a big Yakuza fan. This is probably my favourite Yakuza. It was epic, it really was. Enjoyed it a lot. Really can't wait for Yakuza 4 when it comes out over here. Yeah. I've already sort of talked about the Yakuza in the past, so I'll leave it at that. It's definitely one of my favourite games on the PS3. Unlike this. And that's all we're going to say about that. Right. Red Dead Redemption. Now, I picked up Red Dead Redemption day one, and I enjoyed it. That's kind of it, you know. I didn't really think it would. It didn't really have that big of an impression on me. I kind of just bet it and went away to do other things. I really didn't like Grand Theft Auto 4, I gotta be honest. Grand Theft Auto 4 was... I just couldn't get into it. But I could get into this, thankfully enough. And... yeah, I do greatly recommend this game. It's obviously really good. Yeah, it just didn't have that, like I say, it just didn't have as big an impression on me as the other ones. So, yeah, whatever. Okay, another series here. Right. Ratchet and Clank Tools of Destruction, Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty, and I'm scared to show this next one, Ratchet and Clank Crack in Time. Yeah, a lot of you like to get on my case about LPing that last one, don't you? Well, I've LP'd Tools of Destruction and Quest for Booty, so I don't really have to talk about those that much. And as for A Crack at Time, it was my second favourite Ratchet game, just behind Up Your Arsenal, if I'm honest. But yeah, these games, well, Tools of Destruction was the reason I fucking wanted a PS3. I remember first day seeing the trailer, I was like, okay, buying a PS3. I don't care if it sucks. And in my opinion, this was the first great PS3 exclusive, you know. All we had was a bunch of, like, mediocre, well, not mediocre, but we had, like, Heavenly Sword and all that, you know, not really killer apps. This was the first killer app, if you ask me. And yeah, I'm a bit disappointed that this is simply an expansion pack. But A Crack in Time makes up for it. So yeah. Awesome series for the PS3, definitely. Mini Ninjas. This is a type of platformer game that you simply never see anymore. And when I saw it, I was really happy to get my hands on it, you know. And it is a really fun... You could have released this game on the Nintendo 64 10 years... Well, maybe closer to 15 years ago, with downplayed graphics. No one would be able to tell the difference. It's got a very retro-style gameplay. But yeah, the platforming is there, the combat is there. It's a really, really good 3D platformer, and one that I highly recommend. 3D Dot Game Heroes. Now, this is a Zelda knockoff, but it's a parody of it, you know? And for the most part, it's a really, really good game, I gotta say. There were points in the game where I was telling myself, wait a minute, why aren't I just playing Zelda? But for what it is a very well crafted game. You know, the dungeons are really good. It can get pretty addicting when you get into it. So yeah, I do give this game a thumbs up. Far Cry 2. I could not get into this game at all, okay? I'm sorry. I mean, good graphics, I know, and a good world to explore, but getting around it was just a fucking chore, you know? Like, all the walking you had to do, and your vehicle's breaking down after like a minute, you know? I don't know, so yeah, I just could not get into this one at all, seriously, so... Sorry, I know this game probably does have quite a few fans, but... wasn't for me. Sorry. Batman Arkham Asylum. One of the greatest games ever. Well, this generation anyway. Yeah. I don't really have to say much. Pretty much every review you've seen of this game is correct. It is fantastic. Great, great game. I'm getting lazy now. We've only got 5 games left, so don't worry. Tomb Raider Anniversary. I feel the same way about this as, well, the Tomb Raider series in general. It got like really boring to the point I got up to, and yeah, it's a pretty uninspired game rather. So yeah, meh. Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, already got this on the 360. How about we talk about that more during the 360 video? Little Big Planet, friggin' amazing game, can't wait for the sequel. Will pretty much never end. I still like to go on this with some friends on PSN, and we still have a really good time, so yeah, friggin' amazing. Saints Row 2, way better than Grand Theft Auto 4 in my opinion, just absolutely insane game. I'm amazed, you know, a lot of people would say that they prefer Saints Row 2, just to spite Grand Theft Auto 4, and I know that feeling, okay, it's like, because Grand Theft Auto 4 is, no matter how you look at it, an overrated game, you know, it's got a lot of hype behind it, so it's kind of easy for gamers to dislike it, you know, or at least the internet people. But I'm genuinely serious. I love this game so much more than Grand Theft Auto 4. I am dead serious. It's just so much better. I'm sorry. And the last game we got here, Battlefield Bad Company. Not picked up the sequel yet, but this is a very, very good game. One thing I really like is the humor. It's a funny game. And you'd think that army-based shooters like this would be just, you know, all about the friggin' war and all that. But yeah, it's like, it's not afraid to have a sense of humour, and I greatly admire that, I really do. And a good game as well, you know. So, that's all my PS3 games, guys. See you after. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.